So we are now at 12:03, which means we're running late. I did not see Joe. Joe, are you here? Yes, there you are, Joe.
I am here.
Yay, thank you. I missed seeing a whole bunch of stuff, so.
No problem.
So we'll officially ring in this meeting. Here's my thing now. Let's ring the bell. All right. Go ahead, Joe. Let's do our invocation.
Wonderful. Thank you. Well, we are in the season of graduation, celebrating with our graduates, our children, our grandkids, our friends, our neighbors. So I found this beautiful blessing offered at Xavier University by Father Michael Graham in 2015, and I'd like to share it this morning as our invocation. Let us unite our hearts in prayer and entrust to the hands of the Lord those who will be graduating. May God, who began this good work in you, carry it through to completion, enabling you to use your talents to the fullest. May God give you the grace to make wise choices and to be faithful to your commitments, always confident in the support of those who love you. May God bless you with discomfort at all easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that you will live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you will work for justice, equity, and peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer from pain, rejection, starvation, and at war, so that you will reach out your hand to comfort them and change their pain into joy. May God bless you with the foolishness to think that you can make a difference in the world, so that you will do things which others tell you cannot be done. May your integrity be a gift to the world, and may the Spirit of God be with you always. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much. That was very poignant and to the point. Let's see. Let me do something here. All right. It will now be time for Jan Jones to give us the Pledge of Allegiance as soon as I share this. Thank you, Jan, for doing that for me.
My pleasure. All right. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so very much. I just realized you probably cannot see me, can you? There we go. Maybe. All right. Let's do our patriotic song. This is actually, let's just roll with this. Just go with it for me here.
In the cold gray light of the 6th of June, in the year of 44, the Empire lads sailed out from Poole to join with thousands more. The largest fleet the world had seen, we sailed in close array, and we set our course for Normandy at the dawning of the day. There was not one man in all our crew but knew what lay in store, for we had waited for that day through 5 long years of war. We knew that many would not return, but all our hearts were true. for we were bound for Normandy, where we had a job to do. Now the Empire Larch was a deep-sea tug with a crew of 33. And I was just the galley boy on my first trip to sea. I little thought when I left home of the dreadful sights I'd see. But I came to manhood on the day that I first saw Normandy. At our romance off the beach of gold, 'neath the rocket's deadly glare, we towed our block ships into place, and we built a harbor there. Mid shot and shell, we built it well, as history does agree. While brave men died in the swirling tide on the shores of Normandy. For every hero's name that's known, 1,000 died as well. On stakes and wires their bodies hung, rocked in the ocean swell. And many a mother wept that day for the sons they loved so well. Men who cracked a joke and catch the smoke as they stormed the gates of hell. As the years pass by, I can still recall the men I saw that day, who died upon that blood-soaked sand where now sweet children play. And those of you who were on board, who've lived in liberty, remember those who made it so on the shores of Normandy.
All right. No, don't do that. Okay, welcome to our June 8th meeting for Escondido Rotary Club. We have our Greek cows telling us moo here, so that's our welcome. We have our guest, Donna Johnson, her last day as a guest because she'll be inducted today. Welcome, Donna, for your
Thank you
last
so much. Appreciate it.
We appreciate you, and I'm going to apologize in advance, but I'll tell you why in a moment. Seraphina,
Okay.
welcome, our speaker, our program for the day.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's truly our pleasure. And let's see here. We have, there's Cal Featherstone. I think that is actually a member
That's
under.
Cindy.
That's Cindy. That's what I thought. So, are there any other guests that I'm missing
Steve.
here? Steve, oh yes, a visiting Rotarian. Yes. God, okay. It's been one of those days. All right.
I got your back.
Thank you. Thank you. So here is our final, this is for Seraphina, this is mostly for you because everyone else has heard this. We have, we normally sing this to you, but we found Zoom is not very good for doing that. So Ozzy did this for you.
Howdy, we're glad to have you here. Welcome, we sing it loud and clear. Relax, enjoy the program, and won't you come back to see us again?
Woohoo! Don't relax, Seraphina. There's another one coming for you too. So our upcoming calendar this weekend, we have the Adopt a Highway cleanup please feel free to come out and join us on Saturday at 9 a.m. at 78, and actually it's the community gardens at 78 and Center City Parkway. It's a good time, and last time we were out, Dan Sundquist and I found $400. So, you could be the next person to do that.
Wow.
Next week, Vaughn North will be giving the club assembly. On the 16th, we have our last formal Haven House of this Rotary year. On the 22nd, Lori Filer will come talk to us about San Diego Habitat for Humanity. On the 29th, they're going to drag me out of the room, kicking and screaming, or laughing and giggling, one of the two. And then on the 6th, the premiere of Vaughn the Magnificent. All right. Jan, you want to talk about demotion one last time?
Mute.
There you go.
Just inviting everybody again to sign up for demotion. It's a New Year's Eve themed party, so everybody can wear their New Year's Eve finest and come and celebrate Andy's fabulous year. And we want to wish him the best and send him off with much fun and hilarity, I hope. That's it.
The Ides of March come to mind. But okay.
Jan, Andy, may I jump on that for a second?
Yes, you may.
Okay, so we're going to have another reminder to sign up, and the registration link go out later today or tomorrow. And it's going to include the information about being able to select a veggie meal. But we have a whole bunch of people that have signed up already that may want that option, and we need to hear from them. So if you're listening to the meeting right now and you're one of those people that signed up and you want to get the vegetarian meal, let Jan know. And if you haven't signed up yet, there'll be a way to do that in the link that you get, so you can let her know directly with your registration. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Ron. All right, Donna, I do apologize. My Outlook has not been working all day. In fact, my computer has not been working all day, so I never got your picture.
Oh.
This is a
Well,
beautiful.
I'm right here.
Yeah, here's a beautiful picture of Donna Johnson, who's joining us today. And our own district governor, the amazing, wonderful Steve Whiteson, is here to induct her. Steve, would you like to speak up?
My honor. I'm so delighted to be here amongst my favorite Escondido folks. And Donna, welcome to the Escondido Rotary Club. It's like I said, it's my honor and privilege to induct you, not only as the newest member of the Escondido Club, but the newest member into the Rotary International organization. It's the largest community service organization in the world. We have 1.2 million, now 1.2 million and 1,000 Rotarians around the world. And you will be welcome, Donna, no matter where you go in the country, in the world. You'll be welcome to any Rotary Club, just as you are today and going forward in the Escondido Club. And you'll find that Rotarians, as you already probably know, are the most wonderful people in the world, so warm and welcoming. And we're all here to do good in the world. And you should be receiving a certificate of your induction and a Rotary pin. Has she received it yet, Andy?
I do not believe she has yet, but Ron Smith.
You will receive it, Don, and I will I will contribute my 250-page autographed copy of my book, How to Be a Good Rotarian. It's very easy. So if you can't sleep at night, that's the first thing you should look at.
Well, that'll be a good thing because I can't.
So we're very happy that you're now part of not only the Escondido Club, but the Rotary world. And for ladies and gentlemen of the Escondido Rotary Club, please welcome Donna Johnson as your newest member. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I look forward to helping any way I can.
Outstanding. Well, there's going to be a presidential vacancy soon.
Give her a week, Andy. Give her 3 weeks.
Oh, man. There's also a district governor vacancy coming up, I hear. Okay. Thank you. Welcome, Donna. I am so glad that you're joining us. And I had a great time talking to you that night over wine. And that's
Thank
why,
you. Yes, well, we'll do it again.
absolutely, end of the month. Member moments. I do not have any that I'm aware of. Does anyone want to share a member moment? I hearing none. All right. We are going forward into Rotarians in the Wild. Seraphina, just for you, this is, since we haven't been meeting in person, we wanted to keep in touch with all of our members, so we scour the internet for things
Nice.
people are willing to share. And so that's what Rotarians in the Wild is. And here our own Wendy Schaefer is off to, or her son was off to what would have been senior prom. And I have to say, I really, I dig the tux jacket with shirt or tennis shoes. That is one of my favorite looks. No, I'm serious. I love that look, but okay. Paulette's son is grown up and he likes burritos and taquitos, apparently. So the last year of his 20s, he'll be 30 years old next year. That's it. Paulette, you don't seem nearly old enough to have a 30-year-old kid. Joe Garcia went out on a ride along with the police department. I know you've been doing this for years, Joe, and I'm glad that you're out there with our officers, and you look darn good in a uniform, especially. I think you should wear tennis shoes. Let's see, Ron Parker. Oh, I don't have the notes to go along with this, unfortunately. June Lake, on his way to see his grandkids, I believe. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and he's got a big bear behind him. So
He
there's
looks-
Ron. Huh?
He looks better in the second picture.
Yeah.
I'll
He
say
does.
you're rotten.
Yeah, I was going to make a joke about Ron and his bare butt, but the bear's facing the wrong direction. Anyhow.
There's Adam.
And here, this goes back, what is this, Royce? 3 years at the Normandy Park in France with one of the oldest surviving members of Normandy, who is a friend of Royce's. And this, we actually had a program on this, and this was very, very touching. So there is that. And I guess the last one we didn't actually do a screen capture of because everyone was afraid. Mike Freed has Donna's new member kit and we'll deliver it shortly. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So there was one last in the wild. Everyone else was afraid to put it up. So Sunday, childhood friends of my wife came down from Hemet and we went to Barrel Republic, and there was a photo captured and posted on Facebook of some very inappropriate hand gestures. I will note to everybody that I actually was giving a peace sign. Everyone else, but apparently I need to be fined. So I fined myself $75.
Wow.
All right.
Next time.
I'll
use
accept
both-
your check.
Yes. What was that, Steve?
Next time, use both fingers.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I did. And I didn't even do it the British.
He
I
doubled
would've-
down.
Yeah, I know, because if I'd flipped my hand around, then it would have been the British version. But yeah, we won't go into that. How do I know these things? Oh, here's one more I had forgotten. One more of us is in America. I'm sorry, this came in before my Outlook died this morning. Rachel Ryder Currington is an official American citizen, it looks like. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a long time in the making.
Oh, that is so wonderful. That is, it is great. And what I would ask is that you teach us how to spell correctly with U's and pronunciation, centimeters instead of centimeters. Can you do that for us?
No, I've been practicing doing it the other way around so I can be a
Oh.
proper American now. I'm still working on the difference between process and process though.
Oh, that's all good. We like
That is such great news.
right? That is awesome. Thank you, Ron, for acknowledging as well. All right. So Ron Smith is here again to talk about our annual dues.
Self-explanatory. Great, great appreciation to everybody that's done it so far. And those that haven't yet, another link and payment request goes out this afternoon. And if you want to talk about paying by credit card, give me a call.
And hopefully, Ron, was I misinformed that Ryan Gosling is actually going to be for the 50th person who signs up for their dues, they get to have a dinner with Ryan Gosling?
Well, that might motivate some, but not all.
Okay. Well,
who is that, by the way?
That he's an actor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of romantic comedies. All the girls like him.
Yeah, I like his glasses.
Right? So, our fun song. We're coming into the last couple minutes before our program. Seraphina, relax. You're about up. Today we're going to sing a new song. Today's song is from Little Nicky T, and he's singing to the tune of Stairway to Heaven. This is our fun song to welcome Seraphina.
Seraphina went to state, she really did great. Here to talk to us all about alarms. She majored in health, she'll tell us in depth how to avoid fiery harm. Seraphina so wise, protect us from burns that do harm. Your name's burning bright, you're here to shed light. For prevention, please evangelize. Oh, give us alarms to prevent lots of harm. At Home Depot, you sold those alarms to warn of the smoke and the monoxide that chokes. You're spreading the word of their charms. Seraphina so wise, we're told you've got a really cute daughter, and you like football and disasters to forestall. Your advice we should follow, yes we oughter. Seraphina so wise, protect us from burns that do harm. Your name's burning bright, you're here to shed light. For prevention, please evangelize.
No, Danny, apparently that was not the Led Zeppelin version. I was misled. I apologize. All right. Past President Keith Rickenbacker, how are you?
Fabulous, President Andrew. Outstanding job, Little Nicky T. That name could stick. It's a great dog. But let me tell you about our speaker today. Before I get to her bio, just wanted to tell you how this came about. You may or may not, recall that we had the Burn Institute as a speaker at lunch last year. And I was so captivated by the presentation that I called them after, set an appointment, and Seraphina came out to our house and installed smoke alarms in all of our bedrooms and a CO2 detector. And they gave us some reading material and parting gifts, and everything was free.
Nice.
She was so pleasant to work with, and it was such a great experience that that day I invited her as a speaker to bring this program back and maybe save some of your lives and some of your loved ones as well. Yeah. So let me tell you just a little bit about Seraphina. Seraphina Eberhardt was born and raised in San Diego and currently lives in East County. She attended San Diego State University and graduated in 2018 with a bachelor's in public health. She's been with the Burn Institute for 3 years, starting as a community outreach intern. After completion of her internship, she was hired on as the Senior Smoke Alarm Program Coordinator. Prior to the Burn Institute, she worked at the Home Depot for 10 years, so it's no wonder I liked her. No. She says her favorite part of the job at the Burn Institute is getting to meet and know so many seniors across San Diego County. She gets the satisfaction of knowing that they have received a potentially life-saving service and they're now safer in their homes, all at no cost to them. When she's not at work, she is spending time with her 8-year-old daughter, Aurora, and her cat, and we'll maybe learn the cat's name here in a minute. She enjoys being in the sunshine outdoors by the pool or at the beach. Please give a warm Rotary welcome to Seraphina.
Welcome, Seraphina.
Thank you. I'm going to need a copy of that song.
You got it.
That was amazing. You guys already seem, I want to say probably the funnest bunch I've spoken to. I love the patriotism. I love the songs. I love the memes. But yeah, I've been with the Burn Institute for 3 years. I run our smoke alarm program. I'm from East County. My cat's name is Oliver. And in the song they mentioned, I like football. I like the Atlanta Falcons. I'm a big football person. But I'm here to talk to you. I'm going to touch a little bit on the organization as a whole and then my program specifically. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. We're going to do... All right, let's see. Can everyone see my presentation? All right.
Yes.
Okay, so the Burn Institute, we are a nonprofit organization located in San Diego County, and we do have an office out in Imperial Valley. Our mission is to educate and inspire communities to reduce burn injuries and empower those affected by burn traumas. So we kind of have two sides of our organization. We have the prevention side, which I'm a part of, where we have programs such as Fire Safe Kids, Safe from Scald, Youth Fire Setter Intervention, and then my program, the Fire Safe Seniors Program. And then we have a burn survivor support side. So anyone who sustained a burn injury, we offer support programs as well to their family members. We have family retreat, we have a summer camp for kids, young adult programs, support groups, and then kind of outings and meetups so that they have that community for them. So just a quick touch on all the programs. Fire Safe Kids, we're doing assemblies pre-COVID. They're virtual now, but we would go to schools in classrooms or in large assembly formats and do fire safety and burn prevention for kids. We have Fire Safe Kids 2, which again, directed at children, but just older. This one's 4th through 6th graders. We have my program, the Fire Safe Seniors or Senior Smoke Alarm Program, where we're providing smoke alarms and CO detectors to all seniors 62 and older and owning their own home throughout San Diego County. Safe from Scalds. This is to reduce the burn injuries from scalds, kind of a train the trainer program wherever we can get the message out to parents. Those ages 0 to 5 are most at risk to sustain a scald. Youth fire setter intervention. We kind of want to prevent the youth from engaging in fire starting activities. We work with the UCSD Regional Burn Center. We help with emergency needs. We get a lot of funding and grants to help provide assistance to those who've sustained burns. Special assistance funds. Like I said, a lot of grants, scholarships to those who've sustained burns in order to, what would be the right word? Their quality of life, enhance their quality of life. We do family retreats. can't be on the scars. That's our big one. We have a firefighter boot drive coming up, and that's mostly to help raise funds for our summer camp. This year it's going to be virtual again, but getting the campers out there for the kids. Young adult programs, adult burn survivor retreats, circle of friendship, and then a lot of outings. We do like Del Mar Fair. We did a Belmont Park outing earlier this year for the families to come together and have that community. And then, like I said, we do a lot of fundraising efforts. We have a burn run. We do our big firefighter boot drive, which is taking place next week next week. We'll have all the firefighters out in the corners with their signs. We do a golf classic. We have an auction, lots of different fundraising methods. Visit burninstitute.org to learn more. All right, so that's the end of that one. Now let's get to my program, the smoke alarms. All right, so the installation of smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors. So my program, the Senior Smoke Alarm Program, fire safety for seniors. Did you know that seniors age 62 and older are 70% more likely to perish in a home fire, specifically home fires that break out in the middle of the night? This is likely due in part to the specific population having any kind of physical disabilities, hearing impairments, any kind of medications that affect sleeping, just your ability to be able to react to an emergency situation, especially coming out of the sleep. So how can the Burn Institute help you guys? What we do is we provide smoke alarms with the installation at no cost to the seniors. This is an entirely free service. And while we are in your home, we review fire safety and burn prevention tips specific to this demographic. And if we're in your home, we evaluate any visible fire hazards. And prior to COVID, when we were able to spend additional time in the home, right now we kind of want to just get these devices in, get out. We can work with you to create an escape plan. We evaluate any kind of pre-existing smoke alarms that you may have in your home. So right off the bat, when we come in, if you have pre-existing smoke alarms, we want to make sure that they're A, in the right location, B, up to code, and C, not expired. Right off the bat, one of the biggest things that we see when we are going into these homes is, yes, there is a pre-existing smoke alarm system in the home, but they're discolored. That's a huge indicator of an expired smoke alarm. And even though you may be regularly replacing those batteries once a year, twice a year, when the thing's chirping at you, the fact that the alarm is discolored and expired, it reduces the functionality and the quality of the alarm. So that's where we come into play. We want to make sure that we're replacing these alarms for you. In addition, we can pull the alarm off the wall and check the expiration date, basically adding the 10 years to the manufacture date. Anything past that, we want to make sure we're replacing for you. So like it says in the example, manufacture date 2003, that alarm would have expired in 2013. And again, like I said, you may be regularly replacing batteries in those alarms, fresh battery, but the quality of the alarm will diminish over time. So the smoke alarms that we're able to provide to you guys are a 10-year built-in lithium-ion battery alarm, which means that it requires no maintenance. The only thing that we ask of you guys is that you test the alarms regularly. So that battery is supposed to last up to 10 years and it's built in. These alarms, they're not part of a hardwired alarm system. We aren't able to work with any sort of hardwired alarm systems pre-existing in the home because we're not electricians. But these ones, they just sit on a base, 2 screws right into the wall, and it's activated by twisting it onto the base. Depending on what model we're using at the time, there's at least one button on the front to test and silence your alarm. Sometimes they're 2 separate buttons, but basically when we say there's no maintenance, we only ask that you regularly are testing the alarms. It's just as simple as pushing that button and listening for that beep. We do provide a carbon monoxide detector as well. This alarm sits on 2 screws on the wall. And that alarm, the unit will last up to 10 years, but it does require maintenance, and it's just a 9-volt battery replacement. And the alarm will actually chirp at you when it wants its battery replaced. And again, that has a test and silence button on the front as well. And we ask that you regularly test those alarms. So where are these alarms going? California code requires that 1 smoke alarm per bedroom or sleeping area. When we take down your information for us to come out and install these alarms, one of the questions we ask you is how many levels and bedrooms is your home? And that's going to determine how many smoke alarms we're able to provide to you at your installation. So if you have a 1-level, 3-bedroom home, we're going to give you four smoke alarms. And these alarms are going, like I said, 1 in every bedroom. If you have an office that has a futon and no one sleeps in there every single night, but you do have a guest that comes every once in a while and will sleep in there 1 week out of the year, it doesn't matter how often someone is sleeping in a room. As long as someone is sleeping in that room, we are going to put an alarm in it. If you sleep in your recliner in the living room every night, we want to get an alarm over there for you, because we want to protect you when you're most vulnerable, and that's when you're sleeping. So 1 in every bedroom, and we install them above the doorway. And then we take 1 and kind of put it in the hallway or common area, depending on the layout of your home. If all your bedrooms are right next to each other, it would be a little bit redundant to put it right out in your hallway if you have sort of a shorter hallway. So that's where we would move the alarm more towards the living room or a common area of your house. The carbon monoxide detectors, we're able to provide 1 carbon monoxide detector per home. And we're going to put that in the hallway closest to the rooms where the residents are sleeping. And that's going to go on the wall between knee and chest height. So here's a little diagram. The smoke alarm, it gets installed on the wall above the doorway inside the bedroom. We don't put the alarms on the ceilings for a couple reasons. I mean, if we have to, we will. But one of them is the installers were coming in with a 3-step step stool, and we're not going to go any higher than what we can access on that step stool. And this is due to safety reasons. The other thing is we want to prevent seniors from further injuring themselves. We don't need anyone climbing up on ladders, bending over backwards just to access an alarm on a ceiling. So by placing that alarm right above the doorway, if you do have to access it at some point, and like I said, testing the alarm, we want to make it as accessible as possible and as safe as possible for you to access in the future. The carbon monoxide detectors, like I said, they're going on the wall in the hallway, and those are going to be at knee or chest height on the wall. And this is because carbon monoxide is a clear, odorless gas that rises. So we want to make sure we're catching that carbon as low as possible. We've gone into homes with pre-existing carbon monoxide alarms, and they're up as high as a smoke alarm is on the ceiling or on the wall, almost to the ceiling. And what I explained to the seniors is if you have a carbon monoxide leak in your home and the gas is rising, by the time it gets to that alarm and that alarm's going off, you're already going to be very sick. So we want to make sure that it's as low as possible, knee height. The only time we would raise it up to about chest height is if you have small children in the home or maybe pets that might knock that off the wall. So we'll put it up a little bit higher. But again, carbon monoxide, a clear odorless gas that rises, we want to catch it when it's pretty low still on the ground. So some FAQs about the smoke alarms. First of all, where we're putting them, like I said, we're putting them 1 in every bedroom. We don't install alarms in the kitchen or near the kitchen, which is kind of one of the first areas where people are asking to receive these alarms. The alarms are very sensitive. So any kind of cooking that you're doing, I will admit I burn toast, I burn scrambled eggs. If you're cooking and you're creating any kind of smoke accidentally, those alarms are going to get triggered and they're going to go off. The other area that we try to avoid smoke alarms being installed is near bathrooms, because if there's a shower in that bathroom, the shower steam will actually set it off. So we just kind of want to prevent, they are very sensitive, them beeping in a non-emergency situation. We also don't install in garages as well, but this is not saying that you cannot put alarms there. If you on your own time want to install alarms in these areas, that's on you guys. But for us to provide these free alarms to you, we're focused on bringing your home up to California code, which is 1 in every bedroom. We don't install alarms near windows or doors to the outside or near AC heaters and vents. So sometimes in bedrooms right above the doorway where we're supposed to put those alarms, there'll be an AC vent or a heater vent. We'll kind of assess the room and just relocate that alarm to a different position, because airflow from those units or drafts from the outside, again, can obstruct the mechanisms inside the alarm that will detect the smoke. What happens if the alarm isn't working, and how do you replace the battery? So once we get these alarms into your home, if they're for any reason they're malfunctioning or they're not working properly, you're testing it, it's not working. Again, those batteries are built into the unit. This isn't something that you could take off the wall, open up, kind of fix it. You would have to replace the entire smoke alarm unit, which we are happy to come out and replace that unit for you if you contact us. With the CO detectors, often, like I said, those do require some sort of regular maintenance, a battery replacement. The alarm will chirp at you when it needs its battery replaced. If we can and we're available, we'll try to get out to you to help you with that battery replacement. Otherwise, we'll try and walk you over the phone the steps on how to replace that battery. So how can you sign up for the program? So you can go to our website, burninstitute.org. We have a form on there for everyone they can fill out, and it'll send your information over to me. My phone number, there's the office phone number right there with my extension. You can always call. If I'm here, I'll pick up. If not, leave a voicemail and I'll call you back to get you signed up. Or my email. You can email me that you're interested in signing up. My email is smokealarm@burninstitute.org. After signing up, you'll be placed onto our wait list. The good thing about you guys is geographically, you're kind of all in the same location. So it's easy to kind of put that route together and that team together of interested recipients and get an installation team out to you guys quicker than if you were all scattered kind of everywhere. But you'll be placed on our wait list. It is up to a 90-day wait. And I do ask that you're a little bit patient with us. We've got this program going through the pandemic, and I know we're kind of on the tail end of it. But normally we have like a huge team of interns and all these volunteers, and we're a little bit short on that at the moment. But this is a program that is currently running, and we are currently installing in people's homes at this moment. The next steps would be we would contact you with a date and a window of time as soon as we have an available installation team confirmed for your guys' area. We'll just reach out, let you know when that is, make sure that you're available. All we ask is that there is someone home at the time and that they're able to let us into the home. We may contact you to collect additional information prior to scheduling your installation or at the time of the installation schedule. So just kind of based on the method of how you sign up for your wait list, I will get all your information. You will be placed on that wait list dated at the time that you sign up. But like if you're signing up through the website, it doesn't ask every single question that we need. So I might call you to collect some additional information. And like I said, either at the time that we're scheduling this or prior to that. And that is it. And I'd be happy to take any questions anyone has about the program and about smoke alarms.
Outstanding, Seraphina. Thank you. Any questions for Seraphina? Let's see, go ahead.
I have one question, Andy. This is Ron.
Please.
For
Yes.
Seraphina. You're fantastic. I'm glad you're doing this work. It's helping a lot of people. When do you move to Escondido so we can have you be a member of our club?
I know you guys, that's why I said you guys seem really fun. I'd be happy to join your guys' club, but I'm kind of stuck in East County at the moment.
Well, listen, we have a couple of really good realtors in the club. You just say the word, they'll make it happen.
I don't have a question, but I have a couple comments. One is that I am totally offended by being called Little Nicky, whatever that was.
You have to get over that, Nick.
This song that I wrote was very serious, and I want everybody to take it terribly seriously and apply. As a matter of fact, I just applied. I went to the website right now and filled out my name, and they asked for my age on the form. And I filled out to apply for Seraphina and her team to come out to our home. But I wanted to stress that that song was written by Dr. William Brewster in the 1800s. He wrote it as a poem, and it is adopted as the national anthem of the West. It's Home on the Range. Little Nick, my word.
I'm sorry. I thought
Welcome,
it was
Seraphina.
the official anthem of
Your
Escondido
talk
Rotary.
was enlightening and helpful. I am sure the reason I went online was to be the very first to apply from our club after past President Rickenbacker.
Well, that name could stick, Dr. Nick.
Very
I'm
nice.
serious. I want a copy of that song. I want to share it with all my friends and
you'll get
family.
You'll get it.
You'll get it. We print it up and I think now send it out each week to our speakers.
The video, yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, again, this is a completely free service. The only requirements are that you're 62 and older and own your own home.
I'm
That's
just
it.
over.
Everybody
I'm
in
just
this club.
over. I just turned 62.
Hey, Seraphina, this is Roy Henderson. I have a question for you. I've been curious. Is there such a thing as a natural gas detector? I've always had this. I don't know if you're probably not old enough to remember when stoves had pilot lights, but now they don't have pilot lights, and the potential exists to turn on a burner, not have it fire it off with electronic ignition, and then walk away with gas pouring out. Is there a natural gas detector out there?
I'm honestly not sure. I just know, like, for the carbon monoxide detectors, one of the requirements that we ask just to determine whether or not you're going to receive one, we ask, like, do you have any gas lines in your home? And I reference water heater, gas stove, gas fireplace. As far as like natural gas, I'm not sure if there's, I'm sure there's probably a detector out there for something like that, but we just provide the CO detector in terms of gas.
Okay, no, I know CO is not really gas. It's like from it's from poor or incomplete combustion of some or furnace. Yeah.
You can
So,
always
Roy-
call the utility.
Yeah, Roy, I mean, they have mercaptan, which should give you that's the odorant they put in the natural gas. That should give a sign, but.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, it's been 20 years since I was in the fire department, but that's what we always told people. There weren't mercaptan detectors at any point in 20 years ago, but they could now.
Okay. Thanks.
I want to share one comment from Laura Stees here to you, Seraphina. Being a burn survivor, having had 30% of my body burned in a car accident, I can attest to the burn survivor program at the Burn Institute. It was instrumental in her moving from being a victim to being a survivor.
Oh,
So,
I love that.
yeah. Just wanted to share that with you. Yes, Jay Grossman.
Are those 100 boxes behind you all fire things?
I was wondering if someone was going to comment on my office decor. Those are all carbon monoxide detectors.
So you have the safest office in all of the building.
I think so. I've got, at least carbon wise, the smoke alarms are stored in another closet.
Not active.
Seraphina?
Yeah.
After your last talk, I immediately signed up because there was no question I was old enough. And you were out here, I think, within 3 or 4 days. And in about 20 minutes, you had 3 smoke alarms and the carbon monoxide detector installed. Fantastic service.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I will say my partner, so I was able to have one student intern this last semester, and he was incredibly fast. So I don't know if the installation will ever be matched to how fast he did it, but it is a pretty quick process. I usually tell people it's about 20 minutes in the home, just getting those alarms in. And like Keith said, we do have a goodie bag that we provide at the end of the installation for you guys with some fire safety and burn prevention information. like I said, now that we're kind of coming out of this pandemic, we're able to spend a little bit more time with you guys to go over everything. And it is a fairly quick process.
So Nicole Estrada commented she wants to share with you, or I want to share her praise that she thought it was a wonderful presentation. She's sharing some of the slides that were on her screen onto social media to help spread the word.
Oh, perfect.
So
yeah.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you
I
for
have
those.
one more.
Yes, little
Well,
Nikki, go
Nikki.
ahead.
How is the San Diego Burn Institute funded? Did you cover that?
So my program, we do a lot of grants and donations and fundraising. My program, I would say for what I'm doing, our biggest funder and supporter is FEMA. So we get a large portion from FEMA supporting us. With that, they have expectations of what I should be delivering as far as number of homes and alarms being used. But my biggest supporter is FEMA right now.
Very nice.
Good.
Any other questions here? Got to scroll back and forth. Seraphina, thank you. It really was, that was a wonderful program. And again, as a retired firefighter, I fully appreciate what you're doing. We used to do it as part of our duties, but it got overwhelming because there was so many other things going on. So
yeah,
I appreciate that there is an independent organization out there that is really taking care of this. And thank you very, very much for inspiring the Burn Institute to do this and carrying it out and being the lead on it.
Yeah, you're welcome. And like I said, if you guys know anyone outside of this meeting that you feel would benefit from this program, absolutely send them our way, give them our information. You could even sign them up for them if you want to be their point of contact. And if you ever want me to speak again, or if you know other Rotary groups that you have connections with that you think they could benefit from a presentation, I'd be happy to do that as well.
Well, fortunately, we do have the head of all of the Rotary clubs in San Diego County here.
Oh, perfect.
So, yeah.
Seraphina, I will dial you into the El Cajon Club so you don't have to travel far.
Oh,
But you must join the Escondido Club.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if I speak at another Rotary club, they kind of have big shoes to fill.
Yes.
Yeah, but we got you first.
Yeah.
All right. So let me formally end this meeting. I will leave the screen up afterwards, but let's go ahead and do the shower thoughts for the week. And shower thought for this week is, the reason why ghosts don't kill people is because if they do, then the person becomes a ghost, and that would be really awkward. So here we go. Let's ring out the meeting formally.
Nice bell.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Where do you get that?